It's football and basketball that get the glory, but at the University of Minnesota, traditionally, it's the baseball team that wins. It's a tradition built not from money or scholarships, because the team gets little of either, and not with imported talent. The baseball team is so locally recruited that a kid from outstate Minnesota is practically a foreigner. It's a tradition built by a man they call Chief, Dick Sebert. And we went to see him earlier this week as the team tried to prepare for the final and deciding weekend of Big Ten baseball.
My domain is underwater. What's got me up a tree is that we haven't had one decent day now in the last 10 days to come out here and practice. And baseball is a game, you know, you got to keep sharp.
That's right.
That's right. Your timing goes when you can't hit.
Chief Sebert came to Minnesota in 1947 from the old Philadelphia Athletics and Connie Mack. He came here and built a team that's won over 2/3 of all the games it's played in the last 27 years. In the 28 years that you've been out of Major League Baseball and coaching here, a lot of changes have taken place. The ball player today is certainly a different ball player than he was 28 years ago.
You don't dominate players anymore. I have a lot more players that come to me now and they say, why? Or why not? They want an answer. And they don't mind coming right into your office and say, I want to know why I'm not playing.
They never questioned you before.
No, the coach was always on a pedestal, you know.
Isn't that good in a way, though?
Yes, it is.
It shows the spirit of the ball player.
I think they have a perfect right to come in and ask me why they're not playing, and I'd better be able to tell them.
You still stress the basic fundamentals that were stressed years ago?
Oh, yeah, we have always worked real hard at fundamentals here, and I still do. Of course, when I first came here to coach, I didn't know the fundamentals. I had played for 17 years without knowing what I was doing. And I had to come here. Well, it's true.
I can't believe
because
that.
When I first took the job here, I found out that I had to teach a course in baseball coaching at the same time. Even though, you know, when I first came here, I was part-time, and I was still in radio, doing radio and broadcasting and so on. And they said, you got to teach a course in baseball coaching. And I said, how long is the course? They said, 12 weeks. How many days a week? 3. I said, that's 36 hours. I can't talk 36 hours. I might be able to talk 1 hour on how to play first base. And maybe I could talk 15 or 20 minutes on hitting. Well, I wouldn't know where to go from there.
What did you do?
I went to the library. I went to the library, believe it or not, and I started checking out books, and I found out that all the best books that are written on baseball are written by college coaches. Fellas like me who had been in the majors, got back out, got on the college level, and now had to teach it. Not only teach it on the field, but teach it in the classroom.
I mean, you went to the library to find out what you'd been doing for 17 years.
That's right, exactly right.
Have you ever had an offer to manage a major league team?
I haven't had a direct offer. I've had several feelers to manage. I had feelers from the Twins. I had feelers from the White Sox. And in both cases, I said I was not interested because really, I've been real happy here. The great thing about coaching here is that I live and die with my own talent. I bring in my own talent, and I live and die with my talent. When you're managing the major leagues, they say, there they are, Dick, win with them, right? You have no control, really, over the talent. I think it was a much bigger challenge coming here and seeing if I could win here than win in the major league.
But you do it every year. Isn't the tedium wearing on you now?
I'm sure that you'd get damn tired of losing, but I don't think you ever get tired of winning. You'd never get tired of winning.
Throw your bat right out there. Short stroke. Short stroke, homie. Throw the bat right out there quick.
You know, it's all happened last spring. I didn't feel too good. I've been bothered with some arthritis, and I had some other problems last spring, and I almost hung it up last spring, but when we lost that game to Southern California, when we had a 7-0 lead going to last the 9th and lost that ball game, I made up my mind right then and there that I certainly that wasn't going to be the last game I ever coached at. No way. I don't know. At the rate I'm going now, I might stay on until I've got to retire, and they won't let me coach past 68, so that would give me 6 more years. I'm 62 now, so I would still have 6 more years. Oh, I probably won't even leave baseball then. I think there's you stretch that muscle more when you come all the way down this way than if you go that way. This team has been so used to winning, really. I mean, that we've got a real winning tradition here in baseball, and year after year, even though we bring in new players, they pick it up from the old players, and they just feel like they can't be beat. And I think it's the greatest thing we've got going for us, really, is the fact that every time we walk out in the field, we think we're going to win.
And this weekend, the Gophers did it again. For Dick Sebert, his 10th Big Ten title and 2nd in a row. The Gophers actually share the title with Iowa. But since Minnesota outscored the Hawkeyes when the teams played each other, the Gophers will go on to the NCAA District 4 tournament starting Thursday here. Then the winner goes to the College World Series next month. And Chief Sebert's looking forward to his 4th national championship.